Yep. There was a pullback that just happened on gold. I wrote in the chat gold buy as that pullback was happening. Hopefully you guys are quick enough to just take a buy. It almost pretty much like hit 45. I wrote in the chat gold buy. I don't know if any of you guys saw that, but that was literally when price was pulling back. Hopefully you guys are able to get in there because I wrote in the chat. I tried to be quick. Anyone get in? I wrote in the chat like as that pullback was happening. I wrote in the chat gold buy. There was literally this pullback happening. It was minutes ago. Anyone catch it? Was anyone quick enough? Hopefully you guys are quick enough. It looks like it's gonna go up. The same zone I drew yesterday is still holding. Dollar's tanking right now. Dollar just tanked, so gold might shoot up. The dollar just tanked. So you might see gold fly up soon. Looks like we're back above 33.50. 33.50 might hold. Back above 33.50. The dollar just tanked. Let's see. Everything went. Your USD went up. Look at, oh yeah, look at GU. Ethereum 4,400. That looks like crypto. Ethereum. Ethereum just pushed. Ethereum just spiked up. Yeah, it looks like the market is trying to shift here now. Or I might get a big move up because the dollar just tanked. I tried to be quick there. I was letting the news come out, trying to recognize like the direction. Let the candle do its thing. Once I saw this pulling back, I was like, there's probably a setup here. I wrote in the chat real quick. It might just keep ripping. Yeah. It might just keep going up. I even said yesterday 33.50, 33.45, 33.40. If you go on yesterday's stream. Yesterday's stream, I said you could watch levels like 33.50, 33.45, and 33.40 for buys. Like, the buys still look like they've been there. The 4 hours back above, like flipping this zone. Looks like we're, like I kind of said yesterday, 33.50. Yesterday we were like here. And I said you could wait for pullbacks and see if it goes up again, or wait for pullbacks, see if it goes up again. If you go look at the analysis, I was live yesterday. We were here yesterday. And I was saying pullbacks, maybe continuations, maybe it tries to stay above 33.50. It went below. And that's like a great like liquidity sweep, pretty much how I look at it. Liquidity grab. I even said yesterday, if the market goes under 33.50, you know, it's just trying to find that buy even lower. Like, it's trying to find a buy this week. Yeah, that was yesterday's discussion. Still maybe trying to find that buy, like, to give a bigger move. For now, price is back above 33.50. It might try to stay above the 33.50, 33.45 area. But you see, like, this morning, it went down to, like, 33.40. It tapped it. quickly spiked up. Tomorrow, if tomorrow, if the same thing happens, like pay attention to what happened today. Like markets still remain bullish, but it went underneath the zone, then went up. If the same thing tries to happen tomorrow, like the market could still try to find that lower buy. Like it did it today, where gold is trying to find buys, but you know, before it does, it's trying to find that lower price, that good price. Like it could even try to find one more. Like it came into this area. I drew this area yesterday. It could still try to find a lower price, like liquidity grabs maybe tomorrow. Like might not be the easiest to read, but it's trying to find like a buy lower. It's been doing that. Did it just now, not long ago. 33.50. It's coming back to it like right now. There's a zone here that I drew yesterday. Like it didn't go it didn't go that low. Like it could try to find a lower price if, like I said yesterday, if 33.50 doesn't hold. So far it's been holding, but like going underneath, pushing up a little bit. Right now, even maybe going for back to 33.50 or 33.45, maybe lower. There was a quick buy there. Market shifted up, pulled back. There was a quick buy there. Might set up again. Might hold above the 33.50. That's really it. It's like the same thing I saw yesterday. For now where the market is, 33.50 could hold. Maybe we stay above the 33.50. You could even wait like the 4 hour. You could wait to see if the 4 hour closes bullish above 33.50. This one has 6 minutes left. The next 4 hour has like an hour left. Could even wait, see how the 4 hour closes in 1 hour. If both close bullish above 33.50, that could be a good sign too. I think the market's trying to, like I said yesterday, trying to find buys. Your first zone is, again, like I said, 33.50 could potentially hold. It just came back to 33.50 to retest, so you might have a retest of 33.50 happening. Literally 33.50 just got tapped, so 33.50 could potentially hold, guys. It's back above 33.50. Not much more to really say. You guys can see where price is, 33.50 level. That could hold. Yeah, you might just stay above 33.50 if 33.50 doesn't hold, 33.45. Like I said, like when I say 33.50, I mean like the 4 hour, the zone around it. You can just see price just came back to 33.50, tapped it a little bit. Price could go underneath 33.50. Doesn't mean it can't go underneath. It could go to 48, 47, maybe 45. Doesn't mean it can't go underneath the price, but still hold it. Okay, so 33.50 level. We're probably gonna get a retest. Like we're testing it right now. Again, like it's happened. Like what I'm talking about is happening live right in front of us, guys. So just pay attention to everything I say, because I gave you guys some clues yesterday too. Not to be worried about if price goes down. Like if you were worried about this going down, it's trying to find buys this week. So just pay attention. Again, like I said, 33.50 level could potentially hold. If we think about what I said yesterday, we were talking about 33.50 yesterday. We've gone underneath it. We've been trying to find buys, maybe close back above it. Go on yesterday's stream. I said keep an eye out for levels like 33.50, 33.45, and 33.40. So you can watch some of those areas. Right now, like I mentioned, it's gonna come back to maybe 33.50, 33.45, 33.40, or hold 33.50, right? It's trying to find a stronger close, so you could watch the 4 hour for a close. right? It's trying to find a close. You could watch for the close. Like if your bias is bullish, if you have a bullish bias like me, again, like there's only one zone right now that gold's kind of in. Otherwise, it's like trying to wait for what the market did. And I said this yesterday. It's like waiting for the market to try to find a lower zone, to find a lower price. That was like a couple hours ago or a bit ago. Like if you have a bullish bias, it's tricky right now because, again, it's just in one zone. It's waiting for the market to find those lower prices, to find those buys. You know, buy low, sell high in the essence, as simple as that sounds. Like what it did today, I found a lower price. Like it could do the same thing tomorrow. I could liquidate, grab liquidity, go underneath a good zone, and just find a lower price before it finds those buys. That's what it's trying to do. It's trying to find even like a lower price. So this area doesn't have to hold. That's one thing. Like be cautious because this area doesn't have to hold. What's up with the camera today? Looks weird. Yeah, this area doesn't have to hold. It going underneath the area isn't a bad thing. It'd just be trying to find lower buys at a lower price, maybe at a different zone. Maybe in the 30s or the 20s, 3330s, 3320s, right? But yeah, like 4 hour, you could watch the 4 hour. Yeah, everything's consolidating right now. Like the candle right now in the 4 hour is just consolidating. That's what it shows actually. It just has this small body and wick on both sides. It's pretty much just a consolidation here on the 4 hour. And you're getting a pullback, like you just shifted up. You're getting a pullback to come test again, pretty much test the zone again. So you could keep an eye and see if the zone holds maybe for the day. It doesn't have to. Like again, it's testing 3350, 3345, maybe 3340 area. You could try to see if the zone holds for the day. If it doesn't, I'm going to say the same thing I said yesterday. We'll probably be on tomorrow morning looking for a buy in the morning tomorrow. Same thing I said yesterday. So I even said today, I even said yesterday, my exact words, I'm quoting myself for the most part on this session. Yesterday I said, like, you could wait for New York to see if there's even buys in New York, like see if price just goes down. You don't have to worry about every movement in price. You could do the same thing today. You could wait and you could wait till tomorrow and see if this zone doesn't hold. You could wait until tomorrow, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 8:30, and just see where price is going into New York session and see if there's a buy. Like you could wait wherever price is, like from now until tomorrow morning, you could wait and you don't have to worry about where and what price does. You could just come into New York session and see if price is dropping and if it's setting up for a buy. Like that's kind of where like the market has that right. Like that's like London bearish, New York bullish type of thing. Like you don't got to worry about every minute, every hour of price action. You could just have a plan of like, okay, maybe tomorrow the market sets up for buys coming into New York session like it did today. Maybe 8 o'clock, 8:30, 7, 8, 8:30. Or maybe like yesterday, same thing. Yesterday there was buys at 8:30, and then there was more buys a little bit after. You could, if today doesn't play out, if today doesn't go up, you could try to see if tomorrow has a buy. You don't gotta have every hour. You don't gotta be worrying about most of you guys actually are worried about like every hour of price action, right? Because you're worried about missing the trade or missing a trade or missing a buy, missing this, missing that, right? Most of you guys are worried about every minute, every hour, every session of price action because you're worried about missing the bigger move that's going to happen when you're sleeping or when you're not even in the market. The bigger move, like if you're always worried about catching it, you're going to probably miss it most of the time. If today doesn't go up in New York session, you could always just plan to, okay, let me come back tomorrow New York session and see if it goes up maybe pre-New York or going into New York, right? Kind of like yesterday. Like yesterday, 830s right here. So the market was dropping going into New York. You had a buy there. I sent a buy yesterday. It ended up going in. The buy I sent yesterday ended up hitting like take profit 2 3 times. Pretty much 3 times. Twice to be full. But the buy I sent yesterday hit profit 1, 2, 3 times, 4 times. If you know, the buy signal I sent yesterday had 4 times of profit. So take profit 2 was hit twice on the buy that I sent yesterday, guys. So I don't know if it went into profit 4 different times. So you had opportunity for whatever, break even, some partials, some profit off the table, or maybe a small loss. Hopefully you didn't hold it until it hit the stop loss. I mean, it went into profit 4 different times, hit take profit 2 twice. Like it went into profit once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times technically before coming to the stop loss. The stop loss I put was 33.40. And that buy was, I sent that buy New York yesterday. Yeah, like you could wait, you could tone gold out and see where it is tomorrow morning coming into New York. Like yesterday coming into New York, there was a buy. There was a buy. Today coming into New York, there's a buy. Maybe there's a bigger buy that sets up. You could literally have the mindset like if price goes down tomorrow, if price is bearish going into New York session tomorrow, I'll look for buys. That might happen. You know, that's one way of thinking. It's one thing I said yesterday. Yeah, like your plan's your plan too. Like I give you guys a lot of clues, a lot of hints, a lot of zones and stuff. I'm you know, my goal is not to trade for you guys, to be honest. Trading's a full-time job as it is with yourself, you know. So I give you guys a lot of clues on the sessions when I go live. There's a lot of stuff I said yesterday. There's a lot of stuff I'm saying today that'll probably clue in that will be on tomorrow, and I'll update and I'll be like, well, did you guys remember this, remember that? You know, I said this. 33.50 is being retested. So it's like there's a lot of stuff that I say, a lot of clues. Like if you go on yesterday's session, you'll see there's more than enough things. If you rewatch yesterday's session, you go watch what the market did, you'll see there's some clues I gave you, some mindset, some things I said. There's a market structure shift looking like it kind of happened right now on gold. Like it broke out. Again, it's broken above 33.50. So like I said, you might stay above 33.50 or like 33.45 on this pullback. Maybe you're going to continue bullish for the day, or you're going to get a bigger pullback and find more buys. That's all you really have to work with today if you're looking for buys. It should be clear. Like if you know the basics, if you know your technicals, you know, I don't want to baby pips over here. The zone should, what we see on the chart should be clear if you're past the basics. So I mean, keep studying if you're not past the basics. But 4 hour, look at the 4 hour. Maybe the 4 hour gives a bullish close, right? There's only so much I can go over, guys, on the chart that's in front of us, right? Look at the 4 hour, right? 4 hour, maybe gonna give you a bullish close. Keep an eye on that. If the 4 hour close is bullish, that's a good confirmation as well. This one's consolidating. This one just closed, not so bullish. You could wait an hour and watch this 4 hour on forex.com and see if this gives you a bullish close. This closing above 33.50 would be more ideal. But you still could come down. Like it's like I said, 33.50, 33.45, maybe 33.40 at the lowest holds. That's all there really is for today. Maybe price comes down into here, punches up. I like to teach live trading. I don't like doing live trading as much because I like sending signals. Like live trading, some of you guys ask. I'll do it in months where I have the feel for it. I rather send signals personally. Signals are, because sometimes live trading, like, it's fun. It's also a whole nother job, right? So, like, you guys, I mean, I'm teaching you guys how to trade, there's so much time I put into the inner circle and everything I do that I don't think you guys realize it. I don't think you guys realize how much time I just put into the videos, the streaming, the educate. Man, you guys are spoiled. Asking me about why don't I do live trading as much anymore. Someone asked, why don't you do live trading as much? Well, I don't feel like it all the time, to be honest. Like, it's pretty stressful. I'd rather just send signals, to be honest. Because like live trading, I gotta be on the charts I don't want to be on the charts 8 hours, 10 hours a day. Personally, to be honest with you guys, I don't want to be on the charts 8 hours a day all the time. It's not why it's not why I signed up for trading. Like I'm past that. I'm past my 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours on the day. I've done that. We were doing a lot of live trading from January, February, March, April, May. Like, we'll do it again. There'll be times where that's why you guys just gotta stay patient with me. Trading's a long-term game. Like, there'll be times like we did a lot of live trading January, February, March, April, May. We'll have seasons where we do that again. Like, trading's a long-term game. Some of you guys still have to figure out how to make it for yourself, right? What if I make 20 million this year on crypto and I take a 3-month vacation off of the charts? What if that happens? Then what are you guys gonna do? Like, what if I make 20 M's this year on crypto and I go on a 2-month hiatus? Like, I'm like, all right, I'm taking a vacation. I'm selling my bags and getting off the charts for 2 months. What if that happens? Not everyone's on chapter 1, guys. Remember that. If I clear 20 M's this year on crypto, some of us are at different levels. I'm teaching you guys a lot of stuff. I'm teaching you guys a lot of stuff. Live trading, I don't always feel like doing it. I send signals more. I like sending signals more, personally. So if you're in my inner circle Discord, you always get my trades. You guys always get my trades. You might see me take 2 trades a week, sometimes 3 trades in a week. I'm not like you guys that are crackheads all the time, taking 5 trades a day. I'm not like you guys. All right. Some of you guys, like, we might go into those phases. I might have those seasons where I do that, but I'm not always doing that, guys. Like, take a chill pill, fam. Sometimes I take 2 trades in a week. Sometimes I take 1, 3. I send you guys, if you guys are in my inner circle Discord, you guys get my signals. So, like, you guys always get my signals when I'm sending trades, or my analysis or something. But I always give you guys clues on these sessions. So if you're in my inner circle Discord, you always get my signals. I don't like doing live trading. I like sending signals because, again, live trading pressures you to it's over trading, and I end up over trading when I do live trading. I end up over trading the market, and it's like, man, like, I end up risking more than I should, more trades, more like. So I like to live trade when it's like, I'm in the position to a better phase, when I have the time more too. Like I said, maybe we pop back above 33.50. It's coming back. I'm probably going to get off in 30 minutes and just watch the market. And if I see a signal, I might drop one in the inner. Like, that's what I like to do. I'm just coming to update you guys for the morning. Like, you guys will probably get a signal from me today, if not tomorrow, in the inner circle. I sent one yesterday. It went in profit. Nice. So if I see something that, if I enter something, I'm not in it. I took that buy before I was on stream. There might be a buy setting up right now, maybe soon, like around 33.45. I don't take a lot of trades in the week. Like I scalp sometimes on my own or in different months, different weeks, depending on the account or the plan. But a lot of times I'm taking those couple setups a week. I usually send them in my group or go over them here. Live trading, like we'll have phases of that. We'll have seasons of that where we get back to that, but that could be 3 months from now. That could be next year. That could be 2 years from now. Like, it's a long-term game trading, guys. Gold, I'll probably drop a signal in Discord when I get off in a bit. It's not really rejecting or anything here. It's not showing any signs of rejection at the moment. But like I said, price could go lower and still try to find like lower buys. Like I've said, like this zone doesn't have to hold. So be cautious of that. If you're looking for buys, there could be another zone to find. Maybe even going into, like, doesn't even have to be today. It could be tomorrow too. Going into New York session tomorrow. Like I said, 4-hour bullish close is a good confirmation. It's not giving that now. So 4-hour bullish close could be one confirmation. It closing back above 33.50 could be another confirmation. Maybe this low holds. The only setup right now, the low. It's coming back to the low. There was a buy at the beginning on this pullback I wrote in the chat. That was at like the beginning. I wasn't even live, but it was when it pumped up here. I saw this pullback and I was thinking there's a buy. There's a pullback right now, no rejection. Yeah, like you're coming back to test the lows. Well, when I'm live trading, like a lot of times we're doing when we were live trading, we were doing 3-4 hour sessions a couple times a day, right? So I would be streaming a lot. Guys, yeah, the indicators. So the indicators and tools, guys, everyone's got to be patient. Again, it takes a long time to add 400 people one by one for 4 different indicators. So everybody's being added one by one in order. It's obviously it's taking time. I'm doing it one by one. So you guys just got to stay patient this month. That's why I said August. I'm releasing the tools throughout the month of August. The gold scanner will be the last tool that everybody gets access to. So you guys just got to stay patient. That's why I said the tools will be released throughout the month of August, not just, I need everybody's username. Some of you guys have spelt your username wrong. Some of you guys have sent me your username 5 times. So I've literally wasted time copying 200 different emails and usernames that have already some of you guys already have access. Some of you guys already have access and keep sending me your username, and I keep going and it's like, so some of you guys already have access. Just stay patient, guys. Stay patient. That's all it is just patience. Like, not everyone has access right now. I know that, but I've been adding people every single day. I've been adding people every single day to the tools, guys. So that's why I said, if you pay attention to what I said coming into August, I said throughout the month of August, so it was July 29th, the last week of August, I was saying throughout the month of August, I'm going to be adding everybody to the tools. I said it's going to take time. I'm going to have to add everybody one by one. So just stay patient with me. So you guys just got to stay patient. When you get access, you'll know to the tools. But again, I have to add 400 people one by one. I've been adding people every day, guys. So As you guys have seen in the group chats, in the chats, people are sharing screenshots of the tools. So again, like it's not, the tools weren't overnight. The tools weren't made overnight, and it's again just patience, guys. Patience, guys. I just got home. I haven't been on the charts for 4 or 5 days. You guys gotta be patient. Patience, guys. I see you guys don't have to message me. Don't message me about it. You guys are just spam. Like, it's just creating more spam. I'm getting you. I just need everybody's trading view username once, not twice, not 5 times. I'm adding everybody one by one, so it's just, yeah. Again, guys, just bear with me. I see your guys' DMs. I see you guys. Don't worry. If you're in Inner Circle Elite, you will get access to the tools. That's what I said in July, guys. In July, don't worry. You guys are acting like there's another Inner Circle. There's not another Inner Circle. If you don't have access to the tools, just stay patient. Just stay patient. That's all. You're just gonna have to be patient. Everyone's gonna have to be patient. It took me 8 months to work on these tools and stuff, so just stay patient. We're still adjusting some things as well. I get spammed every day. Where are the tools? Why? People are like thinking there's another Inner Circle. I'm like, guys, there's one Inner Circle. It's Inner Circle Elite. You guys are in it. If you're in Inner Circle Elite, you're in Inner Circle Elite. The gold scanner is, no one has the gold scanner yet, guys. Not a single person has the gold scanner. No one has the gold scanner yet. That's going to be the last tool that comes in the month of August, all right? Like I said, August is a special month. At the end of August, if you're not in Inner Circle, you won't be able to have access to these tools if you're not in my Inner Circle. Because at the end of August, I'm closing my Inner Circle group. So August 31st, Inner Circle group is closed. If you want to get in, you have until September to join my Inner Circle. Because after that, I'm closing the Inner Circle. No one will be able to join probably until New Year's. All right. So September, October, November, December, probably December, January. So the gold scanner will come out in August. By September, no one has access to the gold scanner yet, guys. Not a single person has the gold scanner yet in the Inner Circle. You guys, there's the tools being released. That's going to be the last thing released, the gold scanner. Might be a rejection here. It looks like somewhat accumulation. Came back to 45, almost 40. Just stay patient, y'all. Just stay patient. But yeah, if you're in Inner Circle Elite, breathe. You have lifetime access. The tools are coming out. Why am I'm closing spots for September? Because think about it. Do you know how much value is in do you know how much time I've spent on those videos alone in the Inner Circle? Like, I don't think you guys realize the amount of time and value that's there. I don't want to make it available for everyone, to be honest. It's, like, and I'm adding the new courses. Like, I'm going to be adding new courses. So after September, after August, like I said, August is like the last month to join my Inner Circle until a little bit. Because again, I'm releasing the gold scanner. I'm releasing tools. I'm adding a whole new course to it. I'm going to be updating a website. I have a lot of stuff coming in the year for my Inner Circle. Like, a lot of stuff. So it's going to be closed. I might be getting rejection here. And some on the 5-minute, 15-minute, a little bit. It wicked up there to 30. It's trying to go back to that 33.50. Might be buy setting up. I'm going to take a buy on gold right now. Around this area. I'm going to buy gold. I take a buy. I take a buy around the 33, 34. Yeah, this 33 43.35. Well, it's at 46, but like around that area, 45. This price or lower, like if it can pull back, I can enter buys right now. All right. I'm in buys. Stop loss could be below the low. Maybe we could target 33.60. See if we can get back above 33.50. But I'm gonna enter buys. I'm in buys. I'm in buys. I'm in buys. Buys. I'm in buys. Because I got a lot of stuff I'm working on with the inner circle. Like the scanners, they're taking time. The gold scanner, it's taking time. The tools, time. And I'm just giving people a fair time to join, because when someone joins, there's a lot to do, and a lot of people have joined in the last like 3-4 weeks. So August, I feel like by the end of August, there'll be a good amount of people in the inner circle. There already is. So just give me more time to work on other things too, and not, organize a lot of stuff. Because I'm building a website. Well, I've been building a website. And I can guarantee you, in a year from now, the inner circle price, like a year from now, inner circle will cost more than it costs right now. I can guarantee you that. Just because of what it's gonna look like, the platform it's gonna be on, everything I'm gonna have in a year from now, the courses. The next course will probably be uploaded like the first week of September. Not at once, but like September 1st, September 5th, September 10th, like throughout that period. Yeah, I entered, go buy. I entered. Yeah, I'm in. I was saying a few minutes ago. Let's see, fucking rip it. We waited. I was like, let's wait for at least a decent pullback, That was a decent pullback to wait for. Let's see if this thing can shoot up. Dollar was negative today. Maybe it stays negative on that. I got in buys. I just mentioned I wasn't in buys. Like I was in small ones before the stream and when I first started. But now I entered right when I was just saying this pullback. Let's see. It looks like, yeah, 33.50 is like the whole number. We want the market to close above that. But the buys have been coming obviously like below 33.50, 33.45 and 33.40. I think it hit 33.35 today almost. Yeah, like the buys have been coming below 33.50. Yeah, it's a bit like accumulating, maybe stalling, like someone said in the chat, it's been literally consolidating around 33.50. If today buys don't stick, tomorrow we're probably looking for buys. I'm probably gonna jump on earlier tomorrow. Maybe like 7:30 tomorrow, because there'll probably be a buy. If the buys don't stick today, we're probably looking for buys tomorrow, pre-New York. Probably jump on earlier tomorrow, because let's just say like, I don't know, it looks like it could go up from here, maybe push up, but let's just say price just F's around and tomorrow it ends up dropping. Tomorrow, like it ends up taking out here. Tomorrow, we probably end up finding a buy setup then somewhere. It's just about the time. Don't even got to worry about like where price we're finding the buy. It's just like probably the time window, like between like 7 in the morning tomorrow and basically this time, 9:30, maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock. Like this time tomorrow, this time window. It's like if the buys don't hold today, it's like tomorrow we're probably looking for buys in that time window if price just keeps dropping for like the day, or going into that time tomorrow, whatever price does, like price could go up today and it could then shoot down and just have a complete drop, and maybe there's a buy setup we find tomorrow morning. Or price could just consolidate around, maybe it drops and then gives us a buy tomorrow morning. But it's probably gonna do the same thing every morning from the looks of it. Like it literally gave a buy yesterday at 8:30. It literally gave a buy today at 8:30. So I feel like it's gonna try to do the same depending on what happens today with price. Like if price doesn't go up today, then it's like probably a buy tomorrow. Same thing, 8:30 range. There was a buy literally yesterday coming into New York. quick one. There's a buy today coming into New York, quick one. Same thing could happen tomorrow, potentially, like quick buy coming into tomorrow. New York session. Especially depending on what price does today. Like obviously it's hard to kind of hard to forecast where price will be because it's like still early. Like still a lot of time for price to move today and before tomorrow. So it's hard to say like where price will be exactly if it fails here today. But we did get a decent pullback. We waited for this pullback to start entering. It has to, there's a nice candle here, so there's volume too. There's volume. Yeah, like live trading, there'll be seasons of that. There'll be like 3-4 month seasons where it's just like for 3-4 months straight we're going fucking hard. Probably like, I don't know. We're getting into it again a bit. But like March, April, May. Or if you guys remember, January, February, March, April. That like seasons like that, 3 to 4 month seasons where we're in it. My energy has been consumed by Ethereum. I'm up on ETH. I'll show you. I'll log in and show you guys. I'm up on one position. I don't know if I don't want to open my WhatsApp right now. Shit. Nah. I can't open. I can't open my WhatsApp live. Never mind. Nah. I just don't. There's gonna be something there. There's definitely gonna be a message from a girl too. Like, it's gonna be something private that'll pop up. Because if I click, I can't log in right now. I can't click what. I have to click WhatsApp to log in. And if I click WhatsApp, it's gonna go on this screen, and I know there's just be something there. I don't want you guys to see. I know. I know it's one of the first 4 conversations too. There's gonna be something there I don't want you guys to see. Not even you guys. And WhatsApp's on my monitor. I know if I click WhatsApp, it's so you can go right here. I'm out on one ETH position. I took a screenshot of it. I can show you guys the screenshot. Oh, whew, that was a close one. I just installed MetaTrader 5 on my desktop. Finally, eh? About time. With EPFX. I should have a screenshot. Oh, that was a close one. I had a panic attack there. Whew. It's up more now. I took this screenshot yesterday or the day before. Now, I'm up. This is one position. I took $80,000 out already. Well, it's up more now. This was at, you can see the price. Now it's at 4,400. It's probably up like, 50 times $200. I'm still holding this since $1,825. Up 100 more now. Collectively, like already sold 80,000. Already sold 25 Ethereum on this position. You can see it's 50 right now. It was 76. So I took out 25. It was like 76. So I took out like 25 point something. I don't know why my camera's so dark today. This mother sucker, eh? Why are you dark? Why you got me so dark? Fucking Matrix, eh? Average cost, you see it right there. This was originally 76 Ethereum. Now it's 50. Took out 25. And that was like 86 or $90,000 worth already. So That was when Ethereum hit like 39, like on the way to 4,000. When it was on the way to 4,000, sold 25 Ethereum. Still holding a bag. Gold buys in profit. We waited. It was patience. We could scalp it today. Oh, I'm about to like, ooh, go. Push a little. Ah, you bugger. I want to see a decent little push up, maybe 53. If it can push up to 50, it needs to break 50 first. It's having like it just tapped 33.50 and literally dropped instantly. If we can break 33.50, it'll shoot up to 53. If it can break 50, that's a big if right now. We need it to happen in the next like 30 minutes. Yeah, maybe we could push up. I did say I was entering buys. You guys heard me, right? I was saying buy. It was at like 46, almost 45. It was when this pullback happened. It was after this candle. I said, you know what? But okay, decent pullback. Damn it! Yeah, this 50's having a hard time breaking. We just got a quick move, but it's at 50 level. It needs to get above that. And that might take the 4-hour closing. To be honest, I might take like it just came back down. We were just in profit, but just came right back down. Yeah, that 50 level. If it can get above 50, the buys are coming below that 50 level. Like I said, I like buys below. Like I bought it at 33.46. Buys around 33.45 or lower are good. And I think it could try to push up if it finds. It's trying. Might try again. I took a buy after this pullback here, because it also came into. So if you look here, for instance, you go 30-minute. It took a like this. We did have a liquidity sweep here. You go to the 15-minute, it looks better. This candle. So we do have like volume here. Price has like, you can see this swoop down. You can see this like move down, and then price goes up, makes this high, comes, holds the low, makes a higher high. So there is some market structure shift here. You can see some shit, like if you guys know what I'm talking about with like break of structures and change of characters or market structure shifts. Like you have, like if you look at this low, it punches down, but it goes up and creates a high, and then there's a low that holds, and it goes up, creates a high. So there's volume here. It's trying to hold. I wouldn't be surprised even if this did something like this, or even tried to find like the lower 40s. It looks like the 40s are holding, like 45, 40, 33.40, 33.45. Yeah, but 33.50 is that level. If it can get above there, like right now, market just shifted out, it's pulling back. The next setup, like this is the setup. This kind of pretty much. The next setup would be if it went underneath these lows, it would set up after that. It would end up finding support. Like if these lows get taken out, it would end up finding support by bouncing and then making another setup. Something like this. If you look here yesterday, there's like this shift yesterday right here. Punches up and then it comes down and ends up taking out those lows and then reversing. So like, yeah, that would be the only other like setup, like angle to kind of forecast ahead of like beforehand. Like if we take out those lows, if you were to take out these lows, that would maybe bring it to 33.30 or 33.25 area. If you were to take out those lows, you'd probably come down to like 33.30 or 33.25 area. Between there, 33.30, 33.25 if you take out the lows here. That would be probably the only other place I could see a setup, like, because of what price is doing. It would end up taking out the lows. And then it'd be at a lower price, liquidity grabs. It'd also be at this previous high to the left. So that's like based on if it takes out the lows. Went in profit there a little bit, but it's pulling back. It's coming into a zone that could potentially hold. So like I said, the only setup that is like visible to me right now is if it holds these lows, like holds this zone. Maybe we get a bounce up. But if it could do something, like if you look at yesterday, it had a similar price action yesterday. And then it went down. It made a strong bearish move down yesterday. You could see here there was a pretty decent zone and reversal happening yesterday morning. But then you had this strong bearish move down. Quickly reversed, and then it turned into a bullish move after. It's kind of like the only other scenario I would see would be sort of like yesterday, which could maybe be like 33.30 or 33.25 area would be maybe the next zone to keep an eye on, closer to 33.25, 33.30. If you go there, that lines up with a previous, structure point as well, like a previous resistance on price, 33.30, 33.35 area. Or 33.30, 33.30, 33.25 area, meant to say. That area down there would be similar to like yesterday. If price takes out these lows, it would be similar to like what happened yesterday. If price doesn't end up holding this zone, it could potentially come down, drop, find another setup down there, a reversal down there, around 33.30, 33.25 area. Yeah, I was up last night adding people to the indicator. I haven't been home the last couple of days. I was with my family, chilling. It was my birthday, just hanging out with them. That's the only other option probably for gold. It's 33.30, 33.25. Or you'd have to wait. Like, you have to just understand gold with structure. When it breaks the structure, it'll find a new structure. So if it breaks this support with momentum, you wait a little bit, wait for the next support to be found, which is going to come lower, right? At a lower zone, at a low, buy low, sell high. This zone might not hold from the looks of it. Had a bit of a reaction there, but yeah, that 33.50, gold's staying in and with the bearish momentum. So if you understand, it's easy to find the next zones on gold. You don't even have to forecast them. You just kind of have to know price and watch price at times. Yeah, if this, like I said, if this doesn't hold, I'm still in buys. I'm probably going to take some secondary entries because it is at a lower price. Like, it's still in the zone. I'm still holding buys. Like, if you know gold's really good with structure, price, support, resistance. So like, there's a support here. If it breaks the support, what is price wanting to do then? It doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna keep continuing to drop. It means it's probably gonna find another buy lower. It's pretty much what it does a lot of times. I'm still holding the buy at like 46. Entered it not that long ago. Not freaking out. I'm still holding it. Again, like, for me to invalidate something, the chart really has to show me like, okay, this thing's going down, I'm wrong. This zone could still potentially hold. If this zone doesn't hold, it's gonna find another zone. It's gonna just find a lower price, and you'll probably see a buy setup similar to like what happened yesterday. I could see that maybe around 33.30, 33.25 area for that next buy setup, or maybe area where the market has a reaction. Again, if you go 4 hour, that would be the only other place. If you go 4 hour, you could see here. There's a nice little area there too. I'm still holding buys. I'm probably going to take another entry point on gold and see if it bounces back up. But if it doesn't for the morning, I'm going to wait for tomorrow and see what setup brings tomorrow. Like, that's how I'm just trading this week. Like, yesterday I sent a buy. Saw a buy in New York. Right now in a buy 46 on that candle up here. Right now in buys holding. Yeah, no, I'm still holding my 46 down, like, you know, some pips. I'm still holding my buys. I'm gonna hold. I might take a secondary entry point here because it's lower and price could probably bounce back to the entry if anything. It's down like $3, 30 pips. So that's all I see for the day, guys. That's all there really is for the day. Again, if I see a signal, if I see a trade, an analysis, I'll drop it in Discord for you guys like I do. Like, if I see anything that I like, and there's times where that's more. One thing you guys gotta understand with trading too is there's times where that's gonna be more. There might be times where you see me dropping 2 signals a day, and then there's gonna be times where you might see me drop 2 signals a week. So it's like, it's just the market. Like, that's how the market is right now. Like, it's not. I'm not trading this market frequently right now. I'm looking for one setup a day, maybe one at a time. I'm not taking a trade looking for the next trade rate after. It's like, okay, if I take a trade and it loses, let me come back tomorrow and see what the market provides tomorrow. See what the market's offering tomorrow. There's times where it might be 1 signal a day. Well, like, there's gonna be different frequency of it, right? And that's what you guys gotta understand, because you guys message me all the time, like, can you send 2 signals a day? And it's like, I can, I can, yeah, I can, I could do that, but doesn't mean it's gonna be like beneficial in the long run. Because if you look at all the signals I send, they pretty much all go in profit at some point. Every gold in profit right now. Bam. I'm closing gold. Boom, 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 boom. There you go, folks. There you go. I literally. Haters gonna see. You guys ask too many questions that just let the trade do its thing until it's like, all right, you lost. You know, like, fuck. You guys ask too many questions that are like, yo, just let it breathe, man. Let it breathe. Oh, there we go. 1400 live in action. I'm gonna start scaling out. I'm up. You guys ask too many questions that are like, yo, chill. Let it play out. Yo, why are you on my... Can't... Fuck, I was just up $1,600. Yo, this thing's moving fast. Whew. Yeah, I have some entries at 33.50, but I called you guys out at 33.46. You see, I don't know if you guys noticed that. There you go. You could have took profit right there. Boom. There's 100 pips, fam. Pip and dip. I'm out. Enjoy your morning. You guys stress me out sometimes. Someone asked, like, what do we do? And I'm like, man, it's either like you let it lose or you let it go. I don't know. Holy shit balls. That was a freaky one right there. All right, folks. It's because, like, some of you guys, you can't see. Some of you guys send me private messages in this chat. Yeah. I closed right there some. That's why I don't like live trading. I probably would have just sent a signal in the chat. I would have just ended up sending a signal today in the chat. And then boom. Probably would have made more money too. Fuck it. Live trading. Well, I did even say I'm going to take another entry. Probably right. Remember I was like, I'm going to take another entry right here. Fun times. All right. Well, dude, this thing, what did it just hit? That was fast. I was up $1,600, $1,000, $1,200, $1,300 real quick. This thing's all over the place. This thing doesn't know what it wants to do this week again. One day it might just rip. That's the thing. This thing's all over the place. Like, it still could try to come back down. It's fluctuating. Like, it's... Let's see what the candles are doing. It's creating these wicks. It's not closing. It's not closing strong. It's creating a lot of fast movements above 33.50. It's not like closing strong. It's just kind of fast movements above it. They're not really solidified moves. They're happening fast. A lot of accumulation going on, I think, right now. Fucking hell. Should have closed full there. If you get a candle like that, just close. Damn. You get a candle like that, just fucking close the thing. Fucking hell. Bugger. This account is up. Fuck, I had this count down like 18,000 at one point. Like in deposit. Now it's up like 38,000. On the month it's up 17,000 since July 15th. But I was down on this account 18,000 at one point. I think in like June coming into July. And then I had to, there was a trade I took that fucking brought it back. One trade brought it back. One trade brought them, I was on like a little bit of a losing streak myself. Not even like, there was like, I think there was 2 trades I lost in a row. Those 2 trades I lost some big money on. So I was on like a little bit of a losing streak. But then one trade fucking brought the rhythm back. It was like $9,800 I made on one trade. And then it just kind of, after that trade, it was like the next set of trades were just profit. Go back up. I should have closed that. That was... Yo, that was... That's what it is. Like, that's why I always say it. The live trading lingo hasn't changed. Sometimes you just gotta fucking take what's in front of you. You know, what's there is there. Some of you guys used to hear me say that a lot. So I remember, like, it's either gonna hold the low or not. It was one of those scenarios where it was either gonna hold the low or not. But it's still like not. It's still not. Still doesn't look like it's full to, like, it's... That was a quick move. It's still holding the lows. It's trying to get above 33.50, I swear. What's silver doing? Silver's... I like to look at silver sometimes and see, like, kind of like what that's doing. There can sometimes be a divergence. Silver looks bearish on the daily. It might be like, if you're in it, it might be better off closing and maybe we reassess it in the afternoon. Because, yeah, I have a feeling that price could try to take the lows out still and find another setup. I do have that feeling. That's why we're on Tuesday right now. I do have a feeling price could try to find a lower price base, like a lower buy the dip. Basically, like, any buy the dips you see, like, fucking, I go for them. The buy the dips, there was this down here. When this happened, I'm like, basically my strategy has been buy the dip, if we may say. But that could even be coming into a session like New York. It could be like, okay, we've been dropping all night. Like Monday, Monday it was dropping all night, all London. It's like New York by the dip. Or maybe even yet like today, maybe even today it's like we're dropping by the dip. Any smaller dips. My strategy this year, and it's fucking worked a lot. Like I'm not used to buying as much. It's been like a buy the dip strategy this year. A lot of buy the dips. There's bigger buy the dips though. There's ones that happen on the 4 hour that are like big buy that we know are like, okay, this is a big buy the dip on the 4 hour. Could be hourly ones, or even like coming into a session. It could be coming into New York or coming into London. Like the market's been dropping, or usually New York's usually good. Like if it's dropping coming into New York. I don't know, this has been interesting price action with gold. It's literally consolidating. I feel like it's literally back at the entry. The first entry I took. It's back at the entry. It gave a 100 pip move. It gave a $10 move. Fuck, man. That would have been a good close. Sorry for my French. I swear a lot. Apparently. And I say a lot. What time is it? 9:53. I'm not at, like, I could say the same thing, like it could potentially still hold the lows. Just gave us a solid reaction there. I wish I closed everything. I should have just clicked closed all. Fudging hell. I feel like I might try to take these out, this support. And if it takes that, like there's a lot of support there now. I have this feeling that it could flush that support and then find another buy. Imagine a big candle taking out that support, or just like, you know, just like something like this, like a drop like this happening that I'm circling. I'm just getting like a drop underneath all that support. Afterwards, that would set up for the next buy. I mean, it's 9:50. Like I said earlier, if the buys don't stick for the morning, like today, then there's going to be another buy setup under this support level. Under all that support, there'll be another buy setup. Because you could see, like, now it's actually forming a lot of support here. Around, literally, again, 45, 50. It's, like, consolidating on 50. 50 is not even, like... 50 would form support if the 4 hour can flip up and close bullish. It would end up looking like 50's support on the 4 hour. If literally, like... If the 4 hour closes bullish above 50, it'll end up looking like there's support at 50 on the 4 hour. All this support here now. There's a lot of support here. I just have the only thing I'm like trying to be cautious about is if we get that run underneath. Like it could obviously go to 3360, 3365 if the zone holds. My voice cracked, but on the flip side, it's like if it breaks that support, it's going to 3325, 3330. It's like, yeah, it could hold the zone still. You just got to be cautious that there could be a move down to if it doesn't hold the zone today, then it's like, okay. There's a lot of support there. Pretty much like what, like, where is it? There's that one area where it just consolidated for a while. Pretty much like one of these supports. There's a better one. This. Where is it? I'm gonna find it. Up here. Yeah, here. See this? A lot of support there. Something similar. You see at one point it broke down. There ended up being a buy shortly after it broke underneath the support, like took out all the support. That ended up being a buy, which turned into like a break and retest. Actually, that ended up turning into a break and retest there. Well, you can see under the support, like see all this support here. It's pretty much like the zone that's being made this now at like 45, 46 area, 40 area. Similar. You can see how like the next buys came under like way like underneath that. See how there's great buys after. So when you look at like the support we're making, it's getting, you know, pretty supporty, if you might say. A lot of equal lows there, a lot of liquidity there, accumulation maybe you could say. Buy it would find buys under here, maybe even more than once. Like you can go back to there's a support over here. It was on that one FOMC week. There was an FOMC week over here, and the market was pretty much consolidating the whole week, and then it breaking down, finding these buys much lower. Can we, like, the zone could still hold. I just, you know, there's just a little bit of forward thinking, you know, cautious thinking. Not just thinking this is the end game, that this is the only thing that's available for buys. Like, I understand from experience on the chart that if we go under here, it's going to find buys like shortly after. Maybe it holds the zone. The time is at 10. If it's going to hold the zone, you have like the next couple of hours that will do that. New York. But yeah, there's a lot of support. So just be cautious this week. I wouldn't, like, if it dumps, if this zone doesn't hold, it is for now. Just be cautious. Like, don't be like, oh my gosh, it's a bearish trend. You'll probably see a buy afterwards underneath that zone if it gets underneath. If you go back to, I don't know, it wasn't the last FOMC. It was like 2 FOMCs ago. That's over here. I was like June, what was it, June 16th, June 17th, June 18th. I remember this price action. I remember this because I was looking for buys all in there. I was literally, I think I was holding the same buy for like 2 days, and it would go in profit, out of profit, break even, a little bit. Like, I remember looking for buys in here. And we were looking for buys, we were looking for buys, we were trying to look for buys to go back to 3,400 or higher. Never happened, never happened. And the market went down lower and created this bigger buy. Took a while for it to come back to 3,400. Holy. From that point. Buy the dips on gold. They're gonna be bigger by the dips. Like, gold could, like, if it dumps, that would be like, okay, buy the dip scenario. If it goes up from there and dumps again, it would be a buy the dip scenario, but like a bigger one at that rate, because how much the market then has gone down from here to there. If it were to come down to here, it would be a much bigger buy the dip. Like, you got these little buy the dips. Like, if you're looking at the market from here to here, it's like, okay, it could be a buy the dip, but what if the market drops down and it goes here? It could go up, and it could still come down. And like from here to here is like a whole maybe big buy the dip, right? Like a bigger structure. This is maybe, this is just consolidating around. It might, like 45, 40, that low. It's been intact, but I do have this feeling that, it might go break underneath if it doesn't hold today. Like I said, next zone, 25, 30 area. I would say there's different ways that I like to look at it, like $5 zones, like 33.30, 33.25, or 33.25, 33.20, like $5 areas. So like, I usually like to look at gold like that in areas, like a $5 area, like 33.45, 33.40. That's a $5 area distance. 33.30, 33.25, or 33.25, 33.20. Those are two kind of, I would say, two different $5 areas. 33.25 to 33.20. That's a $5 area. It's a good zone. Or 33.30 to 33.25. That's how I like to look at areas for gold. Zones. I'd give it maybe an hour or two. If it doesn't really give you much, if it doesn't give you another push up, then exit the trade. It would have been honestly, we all could have taken profit right there and been happy people and went on a walk. We all, I think some people did. I haven't looked at the chat since then, but I think I saw some people caught something on that. Bruh, out of the middle of nowhere gives us a 5 minute gave us a $10 movement. Well, a bit more, actually. Yeah, well, a little bit more. No. Yeah, more. Way more. On a 5 minute candle, went from 33.40 to 33.57. It literally gave us a $17 movement, $15 movement, $12 movement, $10 movement. I don't know if any of you guys are able to take profit on that. Hopefully that wasn't the only move the market gives this morning. It might be, from the looks of it. Might be trying to accumulate and find a lower price before maybe that big buy. I know everyone's probably has the same analysis, looking for a move up, right, on gold this week. That move, like I said before, this even moved up and down and stuff. Like I said before we even took the trade, I think, or as we were, I was saying this zone doesn't have to hold. It could. And like I said, if this zone doesn't hold, the next zone's going to come lower. Wait for a sign of reversal and look for like a retest. Double bottom. If the market takes out this zone, wait for a sign of reversal and like a retest, or wait for a shift in price, wait for some rejection. I might be right about, might have been right about two things today. I might have been right about it bouncing and it going down potentially. This 4 hour hasn't closed bullish. It's 10 o'clock. So if this doesn't reverse back up in the next like hour or two, then there is a chance we go lower. I'd say, yeah, it's 10 o'clock, so if we don't get like a reversal next hour or two, then chance we go lower, find the next buy. Maybe it can give us another one of those 5 minute candles that came out of the middle of nowhere. I don't know what happened there. There wasn't news, was there? Was that like 10:30 news or 10:45 news? Sometimes there's 10:45 news. No, 9:45, I mean. Yeah, sometimes there's news at 9:45, but no, yeah. Yeah, that move just didn't stick. That's what keeps happening. It keeps creating these quick moves above 33.50, not really sticking. I feel like it's trying to get above 33.50. 1 second. What's wrong with this? I want to fix this. Why are you doing that? What did Trump tweet? One of these days it'll push hard, but it could push lower first before that. That's the thing, like, My zone's at 61.8. Where you take it from here? Yeah, like it looks like a lot of accumulation. I've seen like 3 changes of characters in here. Like, it's trying. The time, like we might have to have the same play tomorrow or the next day, looking for buys in New York. There's 2 buys you can look for in New York. I'll explain in a minute. There's sometimes a pre-New York buy, and then like New York session, the hour, like more New York open, the hours we've been in. I'll explain in a minute. 1 second. Gold, man. Where's it going? What did Trump tweet? This is good. Trump saying. A major lawsuit against Neil. Donald Trump is considering a lawsuit. Whatever that means. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we gotta do a crypto update tonight. There's a lot of news. I've been saving stuff to go over one of these nights. Yeah, gold's not necessarily holding the zone right now. Again, it would be one of those trades where pretty much like what happened to us, it could bounce back up, spike back up. If not, it goes down. Probably finds buys in the afternoon. If it breaks this price, it'll try to find buys in the afternoon. I might send a signal on if we don't hold this zone, I'll probably send a signal on a different setup depending on what happens in the next couple of hours. Like if price goes down, there's gonna probably be a signal down there on another setup. Yeah, Donald Trump. This is Bitmine. That's Tom Lee's company. They're going heavy into Ethereum. Yeah, the market gave us some profit chance, guys. Like you guys can see the chart. Like there was a setup. The low did hold short term. It could bounce back. You guys have seen price before do that. There's been times where we've been on and literally it's flung back up. The last needle. So again, it's these lows. Like if they don't hold, You could try to see or wait if you're not in any trades. If you're in gold, again, you have to. So I was giving caution that this could happen before we even entered the trade, right? Before we entered the trade, before we went into profit. It went into profit really quickly, a little bit. Should have closed everything. But yeah, it looks like gold's trying to find like I said, beginning of the session, maybe a lower zone, lower area, lower buys. 4 hours not ready. 4 hour didn't close bullish. Yeah, it gave us that spike up. That's it. So it looks like this thing wants to go down. Gave us a good reaction. That's all. Like, if you didn't close, like I didn't close. Just wasn't quick enough to close. Could have closed there. Could have closed before it came back. There was just one move it gave us. It didn't stick. Like I said, it looks like it's going to find a lower buy. You could keep an eye out on it. There will be a reversal probably in a bit. Like, it's literally doing what it did yesterday now. Yesterday, I did say this, it could potentially do what it did yesterday. Like, if you look at yesterday, there was a zone here. It broke that zone. Went down more. And then created a buy setup. So, potentially you're going to get, like I said, something like yesterday. That was it. Like, unfortunately, that was it. Wish I closed there. Was in the P. I was up. Now I'm probably down. Yeah. Down good now. Not that much. Nothing too crazy. It's not that bad. But no, it's continuing the bearish trend. It's gonna keep dropping from the looks of it. It's gonna find a lower zone. Maybe wait until London session finishes. I'll keep an eye on the charts, but if I don't see a signal, I'm not going to send anything. I'll keep an eye on the charts. Probably going to wait for like 33.30 or 33.25 to get hit and see if there's something around that area for gold. Probably will be like 33.30. First zone is like 33.30, 33.25. Next zone would be 33.15, 33.20. So you have like two zones that it looks like it's going to try to come to. 33.50. Like I said yesterday, I was looking for buys based on like 33.50. Maybe it could. The first buy I took yesterday. There was some movement, and this shows you not everything is end game. Like, not every trade setup or buy or sell that you enter has to be end game of like, it has to be the home run. It's gonna be the home run. Sometimes the market's literally gonna give you what it gives you for a moment of price action. And that could literally be a 30-minute trade that you're analyzing for an hour a bit, and it pumps up real quickly. So that happens a lot when we've live traded. That happens a lot in live trading where something will happen quick and boom, it comes back. And the setup looks like it's still there, but it doesn't remain. There's probably going to be another setup. Like I said, there's two zones you could keep an eye on. 33.30, 33.25, 33.20, 33.15. Unfortunately, those buys did not stick. That's like buys coming into New York. Like, there were buys coming into it. Yesterday, the market did the same thing, like buys coming into New York. So you could have buys coming into New York, maybe earlier hours, before New York even starts or as it's starting. That kind of happened yesterday and today. It's pretty much doing what it did yesterday around the same time as well. Yesterday it was dropping at this time. It went down yesterday at this time, and then it punched up and then reversed in the afternoon. So you might see literally the same thing happen. You could probably see a reversal. I'll look for reversal signs first. Like I waited, that buy I took, the buy I took, I waited for a decent pullback. And the market was trading in some volume. Unfortunately, that's all it gave us. We were in profit more than this thing gave a nice fling back. Yesterday, this was yesterday. So you could wait for even 25, see if price reverses. If it does, that could then be an entry situation, like a double bottom. I'll wait though. Like I said, I was right about that. I did say if it doesn't hold this zone, it's going to drop. Be cautious. We could have all got out with profit there if you took the trade. It did go up like $17 at one point. There was a 5-minute candle that spiked. Next zone is approaching. It looks like it's going to be approaching the next area where there'll probably be a bounce. I'm going to get off the charts. Well, not off the charts. I'm going to get off the stream in case there's a signal so I can send it to the group chat. Maybe there's a recovery. Some of you guys got out in good timing, good stuff. I'm going to keep an eye on gold. See if there's like a recovery setup to catch. Maybe for in the next 2 hours. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, there was a buy. There was one buy setup coming into New York, or even there during in New York. The buy was there, it just didn't stick. The buy was there, it just didn't stick. It's probably setting up for another buy though, I would say. Soon. Maybe recovery. Let's see how long we stay on for. Maybe around 33.30, 33.25, 33.20s would be nice. That's where they're like the 20s would be nice. 33.25, 33.20, that area. It looks like it's gonna come to that area, and then that'll probably be the area where the next bounce is. I would let it come down more. Let it get more extreme. If you're looking for a buy, I would let it come down more. Let it get more extreme. Like let it get more extreme. Like let it be like damn, it's dropping more. Let it drop more. Usually buy the dip situations are like that. Yeah, let it come down more, like it is. CPI was negative, was it not? Yeah, CPI dumped the dollar. Dollar's reversing a bit now. Crypto, a bit more bullish. ETH punched. That's what we needed gold to do. It did that for 5 minutes. I mean, because if gold's actually looking for a buy, it makes sense that it's dropping, because it always, before it finds buys, it always tries to find cheaper price. Like there was a buy here, there was a buy here, there was a buy here, and then the big buy was here. So like, there could be buys, like you could have buys, like if you look at this downtrend, or this, if you look at this, there was more than one buy. Like you could have, you may have saw a buy here, or a buy here, or a buy here, or a buy here, or a buy here. They all don't stick the same. You can see like some are bigger than others, but regardless, there's buys. Like there is like the confirmations, they're there. You just gotta follow them. They're not all gonna stick the same. You gotta follow, like when the buys are there, you gotta follow them, because literally you could be at that buy that's gonna just be the reversal. It might take a few attempts, because like realistically there's buy confirmation here, And then there's buy confirmation here and here. You can see now, like, okay, there was buys here. The market gave what it gave. So then the next buy is going to set up soon. Maybe today going into tomorrow. The next buy is going to set up. And it's either going to be a big buy or, you know, it's not. You can't always, like, look at everything like it has to be the home run. Sometimes it, like for gold, it may take the market moving more extreme. Like what might seem extreme, like scary, like, oh my gosh, it's going down. Like it could take that type of movement and even like more extreme to like give you those buys. $33.30. Did $33.30 get tapped? Again, like I would say like it's a big zone because on the 4 hour. So you got 33.30, 33.25, 33.20 area. Like you could separate them in different areas, like 33.30, 33.25 area, or 33.25, 33.20 area. Well, the next buy will set up soon. You don't have to enter it right now. I would maybe stay a little patient. Let's like. There's gonna be probably another buy setting up shortly, probably soon. There was one coming in. Well, there was kind of like two coming into New York. We were able to catch some movement. Like coming into New York, there was a buy. Probably gonna do the same thing tomorrow because now it's done the same thing 2 days in a row. So like 8:30, pretty much 8:30. Yeah, 8:30. Even a little bit after, there was one more movement. Or coming into 8:30, I would say you could see it's like there was a buy yesterday and today coming into 8:30. Yesterday the market went down until about almost now, like 30 minutes from now, and then had some reversal. I was like, this could spike up, come down, then go up. Came close to 33.30 there. I do think there's a buy setting up again. I'm not gonna say it's gonna go one shot. Like it could go up, down, reverse. It could come down, go up, then reverse. But it's coming to that 4 hour area. It's coming to like a area that makes, you know, a bit more sense now too, because if you look at the 4 hour to the left here. So you do have an area to the left here as well that could bounce. I think there's a signal loading. I just want to spend maybe 30 minutes to an hour watching the chart. Might have a signal here loading on gold. Would like to see if 33, maybe 33.25. That's like a key price level. If you're familiar with the quarters, 33.25. Those 20s feel like they could get hit. I touched 33.31. It came close. I see this as an area where you could get a bounce. Probably back to 33.40, 33.40 is kind of where we were even. This is a 4 hour time frame we're on right now. What's the 4 hour? It's at 35 right now. It'd be better if it went back to 30 or lower, 33.30 or lower. Probably setting up. Because it took out all these lows, so a lot of stop losses would have just got triggered and stuff too, liquidity. So it's like a better time also to be looking for a reversal. There's an area here as well that it's coming into on the 4 hour. 33.30, 33.25 area. I'd keep an eye on that. The lowest, 33.20. This looks like a strong area on the 4 hour. That's gold for you. Gold can do that. Gold can go in a profit quick. It can make quick movements. You could be in a trade on gold and boom, it spikes in a profit, and that could be your trade. Like, that's if you get familiar, you spend some time with gold, you'll see it does quick movements, quick big movements where the zone that you have marked could hold, and they could make a movement in one candle, a couple candles, and that's like the trade. Really, it could have been the trade. Like, that would have been a great trade to close. If we closed that when it was in profit, I didn't close it, would have been great too. Gold can do that. And I'll entry here, it's a bit too high because it just sort of spiked up a bit. Like, yeah, I know it's low, it's come down low, but it just had like a bit of a spike up. So I think it could still come closer to 33.30, maybe a bit lower. Down here's like 33.10, which is far. 4 hour, you got nice area there on the 4 hour, close to on the 4 hour. CPI was negative too, so I kind of like, I liked the buy too, because like CPI, I thought we were gonna get some correlation there. CPI, dollar's been dropping. It's been staying bearish all morning, pretty much. Like, I mean, it dropped and had this bounce, but the CPI came negative. We saw crypto like that. Crypto is reacting to that way more. Crypto's responding nice to that. Dog with hat looks like it's gonna go up. Yeah, crypto like that. We had a negative CPI. Dollar did tank this morning. I did like that gold buys because of that as well. I was like, okay, we got a nice little dollar drop. If dollar keeps its bearish momentum, if dollar keeps dropping, I'm definitely gonna look for like gold buys. More than likely, if dollar remains more bearish. But yeah, I see this more on gold. I'm put some stuff in the chat real quick here. TradingView link. I'd prefer, like I said, at 33.30 or lower. Ideally 33.25, 33.20 area. It looks like crypto, like, you know, the news that came out today, crypto's responding well to that. Gold, however, did for short term. Short term, gold did. Gold can do that on a negative news. It can drop on a negative news to find. I've noticed that at times where like dollar will come out with a negative news and gold also drops. But later it finds that buy. Like this drop could be happening on purpose because the market is trying to find those buys at lower price. Because we did, yeah, we had a dollar just tank today. Everything went up. Everything went up, and whatever went down, went down. Yeah, everything went up today. Because, yeah, we see the dollar tanked, and it still has a strong 4-hour bearish candle. Gold could have dropped on purpose. It could purposely be dropping to find buys. Because we did also have a negative news. I would say like if you could get it's already reacting a bit, but not calling anything out right now. It's coming back up a little bit. A shift there on the 1 minute. 30-minute rejecting, hourly dropping. Yeah, I might send a signal in a bit if I get a good pullback to like 33.30. I mean 33.35, it's above, but I might send a signal in a little bit. So just keep an eye on the Discord. Dollar is bearish. Dollar is, you know, quite bearish at the moment. I think we typically see gold go up in this scenario. Negative news this morning. Still keep an eye, like I said, like it going. I was anticipating this. It's going to some. Remember, this support got taken out. The support got taken out, right? So this is a good time to be looking for buys because we're lower. We just took it out support. I swear, watch this thing try to come back. Watch this whole candle try to come back to 33.47. Create a wick. Imagine if this candle has like 3 hours left, came all the way back. That would be, or this one. Yeah, I'll probably drop a signal shortly in Discord, guys. Keep an eye on the Discord. I'll tag everyone. We'll see. I think we'll get a signal soon. Trying to reverse. It came lower. It almost hit the zone too. It hit like these tops here. This structure point here. These tops. So there's a top here you can see on the 4 hour. Big engulfing candle too. Might be a buy the dip situation right now, literally happening soon. Might be a buy the dip situation. I would keep like 25, 30 marked. I want to see if this thing can come back to 30. I would keep those prices marked. I'm going to wrap it up and see if I can find a signal and just kind of watch the chart for a bit. Might have a signal loading. It looks like a buy the dip scenario. If that's the strategy, every buy the dip is like a buy the dip, but they're not all hundreds or thousands of pips. Like if you look at every time gold dips, every time it drops, there usually is a buy. Every time it has like bigger dips, bigger drops, there typically is a buy. Now they don't all go thousands or hundreds of pips. Some of them go shorter, some of them go bigger, but you got to stick with it. It's a strategy that you kind of got to stick with, because like if you look at last week, or this, not last week, but bit of the week before, like this downtrend here, right? Even in there was buy confirmations. There was one here. There was one here. We could say the movements after weren't like the greatest. If we were looking for like, if we wanted this to go up, or expecting this to go up, or expecting this to go up. That third one was better. You can see at the bottom is where you really get that buy. But it would have been like, if you were looking for the buys, it would have been like, buy. Oh, okay, it didn't stick. Buy. Okay, it didn't stick. Like, you would have had to stick with the buys, right? They're all buy the dips, but it was just a bigger buy the dip at the end. All of these are like, there's a big dip, buy the dip. Oh, it goes down. Buy the dip. Oh, it goes down. Buy the dip. Nice. Movement up, goes down. All of them were buy the dips, except at the end you get this bigger buy the dip situation. So it's kind of like right now, like, you know, we're getting in this bigger buy the dip. We just had some buying opportunities yesterday and a bit today. Still could be setting up for that buy the dip situation, if that makes sense. You could see in this downtrend, this was a big correction drop in the market from here to here. You have this nice move down. But you could see inside of there's buy here, there's buys here, and here. Now, all of those could be looked at like buy the dips, technically, because if you were, let's say you were here in the moment, let's say you were watching the market here, it was dipping. That was a buy the dip in that moment. Keep an eye on this, because I do still think we're setting up for like a buy the dip situation. You might get a bounce out of here. Back up. Like I said, you have that 33.30, 33.25, 33.20 area. You can see that there's some structure there to the left. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll drop some charts in the Discord. I'll drop some charts in the Discord on this. I gotta clean it up a bit. But that area right there. Just if dollar is dollar still net? Yeah, now at 215. Yeah, dollar's still been dropping all morning. Keep an eye on this area. Trust there'll probably be another signal loading. I wouldn't be surprised if we find another buy between today and tomorrow morning. There's that zone, and obviously there's here, little zone here. It's looking for that buy the dip, I think, because there was a big shift last week. I would wait. Stay patient. Wait for better prices like 33.30, 33.25 area. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to drop some stuff in the Discord chat. So keep an eye on it. Setup might be coming soon. Just shift it up. It could come back to this low. It's going to, yeah, so now I hit this. Bounce up. It could come back to the low or go underneath it. Like there's this low here on the 5 minute. It could come back to the low or go underneath it. I'd want it to go underneath it. Volume, it's 10:40, so end of London session. End of London session. Pay attention to where gold is between 11:30 and 12. End of London. Pay attention to where it is closer to end of London session, 12 p.m. Keep an eye on it. Closer to end of going into the end of London session. That's 12 p.m. Let's see where gold is closer to 12 p.m. This could be a buy the dip setting up. We'll see how it. Yeah, don't pressure price. Lean more to time. Time's good to lean to. Like end of London session is a good time to lean to in this type of scenario for gold. We'll probably see a reversal. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'll drop something in the Discord for you guys. I'll see if we can find something. See if we can find another bounce or reversal. I think it could come down more though, back to 33.30 or 33.25 area. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'll tag you guys in Discord. I'll drop some charts. Rough one there for gold today. Dollar. dollar tanked today. Yeah, dollar took a spill today. Now, yeah. Gold wasn't. It was kind of just affected by that in the short term. So I feel like if the dollar's weaker, I feel like this drop on gold happened like on purpose. So the market could find like a lower buy. Yeah, the dollar's looking weak this morning since the news came out. We can crypto's responding more to that than gold right now. Maybe it was because of what Trump said. Like everything's flying this morning. GU's flying, Euro's flying. Obviously, Euro USD's flying, of course. Yeah, obviously. USD CAD a bit of a drop. Yeah. Silver's holding these lows. Silver is not really even dropping as much as gold is. What's dollar? Yeah, dollar index. Not a good morning for dollar index. I wouldn't say it's lagging on gold. It's not always inverse. Like it's not 100% gold in the dollar, but if the dollar stays weaker, if the dollar keeps dropping, gold should go up. Like if dollar stays with this bearish momentum, gold should have a bounce and should have like a reversal up. If dollar stays with this bearish momentum. It made sense. Dollar. We're not getting that. Gold. Fuck. That would have been fucking gold. If gold could look like Euro USD right now, or GBP USD, or even Bitcoin. Bitcoin had not so much, but Bitcoin even has been going up since the news. It looks like Solana's going up this morning, and ETH went up. Solana's going up. Even XRP is going up. Dogleaf hat's going up more than gold today. Yeah, the dollar took a hit today, so took that into consideration. Like, okay, we had a negative news. Took that into consideration. Yeah, it looks like what is this? What do I have marked here? 33.30. 33.25. Yeah, no, we didn't. Unfortunately, not. That would have been fire if dollar or gold did what it could have done, what it usually does. Like usually when you get a movement like that on the dollar, usually, like typically, not all the time, but usually when the dollar moves like that, you'll see an opposite, more of an inverse on gold. Usually, but it's not 100%. Like it could be more like 80% of the time type of thing. It's still like usually like a high level of percentage, but not all the time, no. Sometimes it's lagged, or sometimes it's like if the dollar has like, there's times where like the dollar DXY could have bad news. And the market knows that. So if the market knows something bad, it's like a lot of times things will drop on bad news because people want to end up buying it. Like people sell off so they can end up buying it. You'll see kind of like, you'll see some interesting scenarios with news at times in your trading journey, in your trading career, where there's like bad news on the dollar and the dollar drops, but maybe something you're looking at doesn't go the opposite. So like, let's say like dollar drops And gold drops on bad news. Typically, we'd expect gold to go up if the dollar has like really bad news or the dollar has like a negative movement. Typically, we would. I've been in interesting scenarios where I've seen the market have a bad news, the dollar goes down, and gold goes down like today. But the gold going down part is kind of like lagged because it's trying to find like that setup. It's trying to find a lower price or a better price or even a higher. Could be one of those instances, actually. Especially if dollar keeps up this momentum that it had. Like if it keeps dropping more. Solana's having a day today. Like I said, just stay patient. Don't chase those pumps that go up. Wait for, like I said, 33.30, 33.25 if anything. Wait for lower prices. Might have a signal loading. It's coming back down. We want it to come down if anything more if we're in this type of instance because we have time. Like if anything, keep an eye on this at the end of London session. Like see where this is end of London session. All right. If anything, I'm gonna wrap it up for the morning though, guys. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. Like I just said, keep an eye on this. Even in the end of London session, price could be lower, or that could be the better timing. Might be setting up. I'm gonna hop off so I can drop some. I'm gonna drop some charts in Discord. I'll wait for the signal, but I'll drop some charts, some analysis in Discord. Maybe a signal. We'll see. A signal might come in an hour or two. We'll see. But I'm gonna drop some charts in the Discord chat.